Alright, next thing I'm going to do is wrap all this back up. Get all this looking clean again. If you have wires that you cut that you're not using anymore, go ahead and tape them up. So you don't have to worry about any problems down the road, because all this is going to be wrapped back up. So go ahead and do that, and we'll go from there. Alright, got everything all taped up, wrapped up. I'm going to wait until I pull this through the firewall to tape the rest of that up. I got all this taped. This should be inside, so I'm not really worried about this. I forgot to tell you to mention this one. This is the for the wiper motor. This has got to go through. So these wires right here, you got to go through the firewall. So we'll go ahead and put those through. Alright, I got everything pulled back through the firewall. You can see, got the wiper motor hooked back up. That just goes around and then connects there. I'm working on now. I got up these two wires because this isn't long enough, so I'm just hooking these two up so I can go to the fuse box. Alright, I'm connecting this up. That's just for the fuse box. The wire goes to the fuse box. I'm not sure exactly. I think it might be the alternator, or I'm not sure really what the wire's for. But yeah, I'm connecting those two with just a bolt, and I'm gonna tape it up and go from there. Alright, it's all taped up, so I'm just going to push this back down and go ahead and put the grommet back in. Let's see, here's that wire. Basically, I took the grommet and cut it so it'd be easier to fit back in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, finally got the grommet back in. It's not easy. Basically what I did is, let's see if you can see the bottom end right there. I started there, pushed it around from the back to the top. That's how I got it back in. That's the easiest way, I think. So that's got that back in. So what we need to do next is go ahead and get this long piece through the body. So thinking of drilling the hole somewhere in this area to put the wire through, and that's what I'm planning to use. If you don't have this or don't get this, you can buy some vacuum hose, unless you have some sitting around the house. So go ahead and we'll take the fender off and decide where we're going to drill a hole and go from there. Take the fender off. We got 3 bolts, one there and there, and there would be one right here, but this car's been in a wreck. Been in a wreck before I bought it, so there's not one there. I'll take your bumper off, which is going. You're gonna have to take the headlights out and there'll be several screws underneath the headlights. There's a bolt right here. Let's see if we can get it. Right there, there's a bolt there. Take that one off. You got couple screws in there. Got a bolt into here. You got a bolt right here. And there's a bolt right there. And then the fender will just come off. And you probably have to take your fender liner out too. Mine's a little bit different. I got a partial fender, the inner liner. Alright, got the fender off. I'm going to use that spot, like I was saying. That's this spot right here on the inside. So I'm going to use my grommet for a template, and I just drew a little circle. And I don't have anything that big to drill a hole, so I'm going to just use a bit and just keep drilling small holes all the way around. And then I'm going to take a file and file it. Alright, got it drilled out. Grommet fits pretty good. I'm not going to put the grommet in first. I'll pull the wires through. Pull the wires through, and then I'm going to put the grommet through the wires, and then put the grommet in. Right, before I pull them through, I'm going to have to cut the headlight connector off, and I'll just re-splice it on. And then you got to take these negatives. I'm not going to cut them. I'm going to take them out, and then I'll reconnect that. How you get these black connectors out is you shove a small flathead in there, just like that, and pull it out, just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these out, and then we'll go from there. Alright, got the headlight connector cut off, and then this is nothing, but got all the grounds taken off. They're all right here. So let's go ahead and start pulling it through the firewall. Let's see. Oh, can't do that. It's out of the way. And I'm hoping all this will be long enough, so I'm going to have to worry about cutting any, besides the headlight, but cutting any wires. But we'll find out and see. I'm going to start off with this ground wire. We're probably going to shorten this. We'll find out, I'm not sure. Maybe not. But we'll start off right here and start pulling this through. And I'll come back after I get it all through. Alright, got it pulled all through. Now I got to get the grommet on there. So we'll go from there. Alright, got the grommet on. Now I'm just taping up the rest of the loom. One thing I do is when I'm taping this is I overlap each turn I go. I mean, it's kind of hard to do it, but as you can see, I go overlap it. And that's how I wrap these. Just make sure they're nice and tight. Every time you turn it, you don't want it all sloppy and loose. Alright, got everything all taped up. Got the headlight connector back on. I'm going to go ahead and reuse these guys, these two. This one, this black one, I'm going to put it right here. and then just tape this back on it. Tape this onto the, well, I'm gonna tape it on first, and then I'm gonna put it in there. And then the brown one, do the same thing, and I'll probably put it right here, and then I'll put just a zip tie there, just to keep it out of the way. So I'll go ahead and do that and come back. Alright, so yeah, for right now I'm just zip tying all this together, because I don't feel like fooling with that right now. So I'm just going to I just have a zip tie for now. The grounds right here and right here, I just bolted to here, and got all the horn hooked back up, and that's the radiator fan right there, connector. Got the blinker hooked back up. Got the corner lights hooked back up. The only thing that looks like we're going to have to splice and make longer is the fog light. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, got the fog light hooked back up. Now, should be done here. So we'll go ahead and just put the fender back on. And we'll go back inside and put the fuse box together and start putting everything back together. Alright, got the fender back on. Got the wires hidden under there. I mean, they're not completely outside, but it's a lot better than it was. So here's what it looks like without it. Looks pretty good. They sticks out a little bit, but I'm gonna cover that up later. I just don't have anything to cover it up right now. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and get this fuse box hooked back up. Just plug everything back up to how it was when you took it out. We're gonna figure out where we're gonna put it from there. Alright, now I got everything hooked up and put back together. I'm gonna put the blower housing back in. Alright, I went ahead and cleaned the blower, make it a little bit look a little better before I put it back in, because it was pretty dirty. So let's go ahead and put it back in. One other thing, I went ahead and removed this seatbelt control box. It was right here because I noticed that was in the way. And don't forget to hook your vent wire back up. You don't want to get that put back up, and I forgot to put that back in. So yeah, go ahead and hook that back up. Alright, got the blower housing back in. That was a real pain because of how I relocated the wires. It just made it a lot harder to get back in, so y'all might have some trouble with it. It's gonna be hard to fight with. Got that back in. Got the evaporator housing back in. Next, I gotta put this metal plate back on. Then we'll go to the rest of the interior, the glove box and the kick panels, and then the center console. I'm gonna get all that done, I'll come back. Alright, got everything back together. I'm gonna go ahead and hook the battery up. Little see what she does. Alright, got the battery hooked up. Let's see if she fires up. Alright. Check the headlights and the corner lights and the blinkers. Everything looks like it's working. Looking pretty good. Alright, let's check and see what we're going to do with the fuse box. Okay, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with the fuse box yet. I might just make an update video on that. For right now, it's just going to... I probably just going to have it sit right here on the floor. That's not a big deal to me. I'm thinking about putting it... mounting it up here. Mounting it right there somewhere. I'm probably have to make a bracket or something for it. So that's gonna be it for another video. But yeah, that's it. But yeah, this is my first time doing something like this, wire tucking, something major like this. I mean, I've done my driver's side before, but I've never done anything major like this, and it's my first time making a actual video where I walk through it instead of making pictures. So I hope this was a good tutorial on how to do this. I hope y'all enjoyed it. This is basically the final product under the hood. Like I said, I'll make an update video on what we'll do with the fuse box. That'll be later on down the road. I'm not sure. It's pretty time consuming. That's the biggest thing about this. So, hope y'all enjoyed. Appreciate it.